Great, great morning, everyone. Welcome to another Marion Trainer Live, where we are going to dive deep into the realms of personal growth and empowerment and keeping fitness simple. I am your host for today. And today's episode is all about a powerful concept that will truly transform our lives. Stop filtering your life. And before we get into the show, let's talk about some of our sponsors. And one of them is onboard101.com/Marion Trainer. You must educate to participate. And with this 12 module course, you will learn everything from the difference between weight loss and fat loss. You will also learn how training works and when do you start burning fat. Check it out, onboard101.com/Marion Trainer. And we have a special going on from now and soon, but you must want to get into it quickly because that price is going to go up. All right, our next thing is our Marion Trainer Healthy Family Recipe book. And it is an ebook. You can catch it on mariontrainer.com. And if you're undecided, don't have a lot of time, the meals are 30 minutes or less, but please check it out. You'll be glad that you did. And if you have not learned how to make your protein shake, we have plenty of recipes in there for you to enjoy. All right, our next thing is talking about, women, you do not have to suffer in silence. You can go on mariontrainer.com, click on Pink Lotus. They have supplements for women only, from everything to weight loss to menopause. Check it out. You will be glad that you did. Also, don't forget to go to the Marion Trainer Nutrition, our nutrition site. You'll be glad that you did that as well. We will explain to you any supplement you click on. You'll see the studies that have been done for it. It is made in America. All right. And our last but not least, your identity. Identity IQ. Go to mariontrainer.com and click on the link because most people don't know it, but your identity can be stolen from you at any given time. It happened to me. It can happen to anybody. Check it out, Identity IQ on mariontrainer.com. So let's get into it. And as we get ready to get into it, I'll take this off and you guys will not be seeing that. Hello. All right, good Saturday morning. And now I'm going to tell you all, look, it's time to break free from the chains of perfection and embrace the beauty of authenticity. So let's jump right in. And right now, let's just do this for a second here. Imagine that you lived in a life where there was no longer you no longer felt the need to filter your experiences, your thoughts, and your emotions. A life where you could express yourself authentically, and without the fear of judgment or rejection. And I know everybody have seen the new app where you can basically transform yourself. And some people, they're not reading, and some people are literally legitimately telling you this is an AI application, but people are not reading, so they're looking at it and they're giving their thoughts and they're giving their compliments. Oh my God, you look so great. Oh wow, you have tremendous amount of weight loss, or wow, you look great. And then they realize that it's filtered. I don't think people doing it intentionally, but sometimes it is a motivator to look at when you put the work in and you decide you need something to motivate you. I look at it that way. But if you're putting that out there and making people think that it's real, and when they see you in person and realize that's not you, how are you going to feel? Are you going to feel rejected? Or you feel depressed? Think about that. And let's imagine if you're able to live where everybody would accept you that when you choose to let go of the mask that most people wear and embrace your true selves. Very hard concept for most people because most people don't know who they are. Most people have a very hard time being themselves because they think they won't be accepted as being themselves. So if you think that you're going to be accepted by being something or someone you're not, I think it will be worse, because you're not being your authenticity. You're not showing your true authenticity, being your authentic self. And now we do live in a world where you're carefully curated with online personas, where we present only the highlights of our lives, filtering out the messy, imperfect moments, and we strive for the perfect body, the perfect job, the perfect relationships, all while neglecting our own unique essence. But what if I told you that your true power lies with you embracing your imperfections and allowing your authentic self to shine? Because that's where your power lies, in you being your true self. And I didn't know until I had a conversation with someone that we live in a time when people scroll social media and see people. I just want to say, most of that stuff is not people's lives. Those are moments, and we all have great moments, but that's not a representation of your life as a whole. And when you filter your life, you rob yourselves of a genuine connection and meaningful experiences. You become disconnected from your true desires, your values, and your passions. But it doesn't have to work that way. So it's time to break free from the form of the pressures to conform and create that aligns with your authentic selves. Now, a lot of times, people think if they're themselves, that people won't accept them. Well, just imagine, you filter out everything. You got the beautiful skin, you have the perfect body, and a lot of times people use online to meet people. And then when that person meets you, they don't come off the rip and say, "You're not what I thought." They're not going to be that rude. And then when they leave you, and you're thinking, "Oh, are they going to call me back?" And they don't call you back. I was talking to someone about a month or two ago, and they were like, they went out with someone, and they were called. The person didn't respond, and then when the person finally did respond, they said to them, "I don't date thick women." Now, in my opinion, the person looked very nice, carried themselves right, very neat, had a neat appearance. But you can't control how somebody, what they think or what they feel. And so if we're going to embark on this journey of unfiltered living, let's explore 3 key steps that can guide us toward embracing authenticity. Number 1, you need to have self-awareness. Take time to truly understand who you are, what you represent, what makes you tick, what makes you feel the way you do. And acknowledge your imperfections and see it as a part of your unique story. Because once you cultivate self-awareness, you will lay the foundation of embracing authenticity, your true self. Don't let someone take that away from you. Jay-Z had a part of one of his songs that said, "You are who you are, player." So you either love me or leave me alone. So when I'm telling you all this and embracing your true selves, and a lot of you who may see me, talk to me, but I have imperfections. People say, "Oh, you're a legend," or "Man, look, you got a nice physique." I thank you, but I do have imperfections. I don't try to mask them. It's just that they're not on display. Like if I showed you this, if you all can see that, it's this long cut. I have a plate in my arm with some screws in it. And when I first went through the situation from the surgery, it's like my ulna was broken in 2 places from the car accident. And I couldn't help but do this. And the first thing someone said, "Oh my God, is that a hematoma?" And I was like, "No, it's not. The doctors knew I was a bodybuilder, so they did not want to they did not want to stitch my muscles down because it would have atrophied. It would have looked weird. But they did that so the muscle stayed the way it did. And as you can see, but it's me. I've had close to, I think, 9 to 11 surgeries, scars from hip, dislocated hip, scars on my stomach, but that doesn't define me. You don't let things like that define you. If you don't have if you have acne in your face, go to a dermatologist, because for what it will cost you going to a dermatologist or a esthetician, you will save that from using all the makeup to mask that. Now, I'm not here to say anything is wrong with makeup, but don't use makeup to mask all these imperfections that you think you have. When you could just go to an esthetician, and that might take some months, but I've seen wonders happen from people I personally know. Their skin is beautiful and flawless. So when occasions come and they do put on makeup, it lays on them and it looks so natural. But when you're trying to hide yourself because you're trying to impress others, at some point that stuff got to come off. I mean, I know some men who wear makeup, but sometimes you need to take an honest look at yourself and say, what do I need to have done for myself? You can even go to the esthetician schools, and they would probably charge you 50 to 70% less than what it would go to at the school. You can get it a lot less, and you got students there who are eager to show off their skills. And that's just one part of it. They even have filters out there where I can make myself look like a 300-pound bodybuilder with 3% body fat. But the only problem with that is when you see me, you're going to be like, all those pictures of Marion, I thought you were like this hulking guy and cuts everywhere. And then when you saw me, I did. How's that going to make you think about me then? Am I going to seem like an expert then? But I'm being my authentic self. I may put up some pictures that what I did in my bodybuilding past and working out, but I also follow that up with pictures of how I look now. And all those things are what you call memories. Those memories bring you forward. So I'm not trying to recreate what I did in the past. And I won't do filters to make someone think that I am. And that's called being comfortable with yourself. Let go of those expectations you think people may have of you. Because you have to challenge the societal norms as saying you have to be this type of beautiful, you have to be this type of good looking, you have to be this type of handsome. When you can be your authentic self, and I'm gonna tell you, feel a lot better about yourself. You know, your worth is not defined by external measures. Embrace the freedom of living for yourself, guided by your own inner compass. Don't allow yourself to be swept in. Don't look on social media and see a couple and think, oh my God, they're always doing this and they seem so happy. And maybe they are. But it takes time to put those up. It takes time to put them up. It takes time to edit them. So are they really as happy as they're trying to make you think that they are? Because that has nothing to do with you. Don't lead your life by someone else's. Number 3, embrace your vulnerabilities. Allow yourself to be seen, truly seen without filters. Either someone accepts you for who you are or they don't. And I'm not telling you not to dress up. I'm not telling you not to doll up. I'm not telling men not to, right up. I do it. I'm going to wash my face, moisturize my face, shine my head, put on my gear, because that's what makes me feel good about me. I'm not here to tell someone, look at Marion and try to be like me. I had an uncle one time. And he always dressed great, very handsome man. And we would say, "Oh, we want to be like you when I grow up." He said, "Don't set your goals that high." Like, whoa. Says, and then he would follow up and say, "Don't be like me, be better than me." So I encourage you all out here, don't try to be like someone else. Be your authentic self. You are the best person suited for the job. Surround yourself with people who accept you, not tolerate you. Always put yourself in a position to want to be around people who can accept you for who you are, not for who they think you should be. It was a saying, I would rather be hated for who I am than to be loved for someone I'm not. Wrap your mind around that. And when you let go of the fear of rejection and judgment, you can create a space of genuine connections and deep relationships. So if you're going to continue to make your life about what other people think, you're going to want to lead a depressing life. And that's not what we do here. We try to inspire, motivate, and get people to understand this is about you, your authentic self. Don't work so hard to be like someone else. If someone inspires you and motivates you to be a better version of yourself, hey, hooray. A lot of you ain't gonna be Beyonce. A lot of you ain't gonna be Jay-Z. But you can be the better version of you. And if someone accepts it, then they accept you. If they don't, why would you want that type of person as a friend? Even an associate. Look, I try to bring you guys stuff to keep it simple and have you guys understand that being yourself, that is the best feeling ever. When I was coming up, and most people who used to see me in the gym, I would have this, like some people have like their dream board. I had like my goal-oriented book, and I had a lot of bodybuilders in there. I had bodybuilders for body parts that I liked of them, and I had this book. It was like my Bible. And someone asked me, why you don't have pictures of yourself? Because I think you look good. And I appreciate that. And I said, thank you. But I'm trying to be better than the version I see in front of me. And if you all embrace that, be the better version of the person that's in front of you. You work for the body and the life you want, not the one you have. Now, I was always told, don't be part of the crowd. I was told, be like the thumb. Because if you notice, none of the fingers can really come to the thumb. But the thumb can go to every last finger. Let that resonate. Because what I'm trying to give you is simple tips that can work not only for you, friends, your family. So like and share this, because somebody, somewhere needs to hear this. Because when it's all said and done, it's you versus you. And you know how I feel. If not you, then who? And if not now, when? I hope you all enjoy the shows, enjoy the information I'm putting out. And if you like it, comment. If you don't like it, comment. If there's a topic you want to hear talked about, you got questions. I said last week, if you want to see have me do a webinar and you send your questions in, we'll make a webinar about it. So bring your friends, family, foes, all that, and we'll talk about it. So I'm going to end this today like I always do. Take care of yourself, but most of all, take care of each other. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I'll be talking with you.